Welcome to day 2 of Rally Portugal 2014, the 4th round of the FIA World Rally Championship calendar and the return back to gravel. The hillsides around the Algarve in southern Portugal have been awash with spectators this weekend. And awash with the weather. It's been raining for a good deal of the week, but thankfully the sun has finally come out for the competition stages.
That was it. It was a day of drama, starting with Elfyn Evans. Who had that huge accident in stage number 4.
Yeah, it's a very fast approach here, and I've just missed the braking point by a fraction. I've just carried a little bit too much speed and had a little bit of understeer on turning, which has sent us wide, and unfortunately there's a steep bank here which I couldn't get the car back on the road, and it's rolled down here 3 or 4 times, and this is where we've ended up, unfortunately.
But that wasn't the only roll on the opening day of Rally Portugal.
Kubica clipping that tree. He said it had a bend in it, and he caught it, damaging the wheel. And that was him. Game over for the day.
The queue of traffic behind.
That's unfortunately how it is this year. The speed is okay, but yeah, the consistency and the amount of strange things and okay, sometimes mistakes. But here this one is okay. This is my mistake, but it was very unfortunate, very unlucky.
Jari Mäkelä for a storming stage time before service, first stage after service, and that happened. Game over for him as well.
Yeah, Jari Mäkelä in shock there.
Yeah, we rolled, so not what we should not have done, but basically we started this stage 5. We had a mixed tires, we had a hard and soft tires crossed, because in the morning we were running soft tires, and I thought that it's a little bit maybe some humidity over here, and but balance was not the best to drive. The car was a bit understeering, and just one of the left-handers I just understeer basically, and I just went a bit wide, and I thought I corrected it. I thought it will come back, but there was a hole at the outside of the corner. There was a big hole, maybe from the rain when the water has washed away a bit the road. So I hit the hole, and car went 2 wheels, and then with the front to the bank, and then we rolled.
Remember Elfyn Evans from earlier on? Well, Chris Meek managed to do exactly the same. Unfortunately for Chris, he would not be able to restart after damage to the roll cage.
This morning, I really struggled in this stage with my notes. And I remember this morning Elfyn had went off in the same corner, and he was standing way back up the stage with the triangle, and I slowed right down when I seen him this morning, and we really came slowly around this section, like really slowly, and then I thought, okay, this time I'll just drive it to my notes, and my notes weren't correct, and I didn't even get a chance to enter the corner. I went clean off the edge, so hugely disappointing for this rally. I certainly didn't want to make a mistake, but yeah, it happened, and yeah, very, very disappointed.
The Becks, after a fierce battle all day with Ogier and Tanak. It was Mikko Hirvonen who was going to be our leader at the end of the first day. The first time he'd led a day since Sardinia 2012.
Well, it's been fantastic, I've been really enjoying it, and we are now in a good fight, so one day behind, but it's still 2 days to go.
Absolutely, still 2 days of competition remaining. Hirvonen leads over Tanak by 3.7 seconds. Ogier, our world champion, in 3rd position.
6th was Thierry Neuville, Henning Solberg in 7th, Hannon in 8th, Mikkelsen in 9th, and Martin Prokop rounding out our top 10.
6 stages then make up the 2nd day proper in Portugal. And of course all in the same region that we saw really the stages on the opening day. Tough tests lie ahead for the drivers. For Mikko Hirvonen, it's all about trying to hold on to that lead today. Robert Kubica back with us, his car fixed ably by the mechanics last night. And for Elvin Evans, the mechanics did a sterling job. They worked till 4 a.m. to get that car looking as good as it does. The opening stage then, stage 8, Santa Clara, just over 19 kilometres in length. And here we are with Juho Hänninen.
It's been 4 years since Juho last competed here. Last time he was actually using a different style of pace notes race here, so he's going to be tough to kind of get himself flowing. All those crests, all those instants we saw yesterday in the back of Juho's mind. There's a big impact there on the left-hand side. So big that it punctured the rear tyre.
Just see, well, you can see that on the rear there as he comes in. Second of our Hyundais then, this is Danny Sordo. Excellent form on the opening day, 2 faster stage times. Really on pace and feeling very confident with the car.
That's it, soft tyres for Sordo this morning. 0.1 behind Mads Osberg coming in. Could he do anything about it?
Here we are with our world champion, Sebastian Ogier. Now, you know this man is just going to have the bit between his teeth today. Into third going into the opening stages, but straight away, foot down to the floor. This is the Ogier we know and love.
I'm not sure how much he would have slept last night, being third overall overnight, but he came out massively pushing like we thought he would.
Oi, Tanak.
Super cool. What a great day yesterday. Second overall coming into it. He starred when we've seen him so far this year, Bex. And I tell you what were we going to get this morning? A man who not feeling any pressure, really. Now here's a man who found himself back on the pace yesterday, really enjoying it. How long, if possible, would he be able to hold on to that lead?
Even though it was dry yesterday, you can still see these sections of the wet, damp sections on the stages. Those soft compound tyres, definitely the best choice for the morning.
It was an amazing stage. 0.9 of a second between all three at the end of that stage.
It was excellent run from Mikko Hirvonen. The whole position, Hirvonen continues to lead over Tanak, with Ogier still in third position overall. Then looking down further back, Andreas Mikkelsen building his confidence here in Portugal in 8th, Prokop 9th, and leading WRC2, Jari Kettimer completes the top 10.
Hänninen dropping out of that top 10 because of that puncture. Santana de Sierra, stage number 9, 31.9 Ks.
Now this is a real test for the drivers. A long stage, of course, lots of changing grip, because as you can see here, the conditions are changing. It's a little damp, it's a little dry in sections, tough stage.
That's it, those tricky conditions were about to bite back. Robert Kubica. Just getting bogged down there, trying to get the car. No damage at all to the car. They just couldn't quite get it back on. It's just stuck, and just the angle of it, not enough.
And no spectators, unfortunately, in this part of the stage, so no help. He didn't get back on the road, and unfortunately, he will not continue on in this rally, Kubica.
He's actually broke the clutch trying to get out. Osberg would go past him on the side of the road. Mads having probably a better morning today. Stage is damp, as Sebek was also narrow in sections, and then they open out and the drivers can get the flow back.
Osberger said the objective wasn't to win here, but to really develop his driving style and to master these tricky conditions.
Here's a man who's good at mastering conditions.
It's the reason he's our world champion. It is, of course, Sebastian Ogier. Now, he really is starting to get into this event and really pushes in this stage. Mikko Hirvonen and Oi Tanak don't stand a chance against Ogier here.
Ja nyppy sidon vähän, 2, lyhyt vasen loiva suppuun, 6,
And you wonder how, when you watch the commitment and the speed of Hirvonen and Jarmo Leighton in there, quite amazing that anyone could go any faster.
Unfortunately, 10 kilometers to go. We went off. I'm pretty sure I misunderstood the page note. Was driving very careful because the section was very slippery and the tires were, I think, overheated, and I was having a lot of understeer. So I went into the corner and I was very easy, but I was sure it was right five right instead of 3. And there was overcrest, so we slide over. Then I was nearly recovering from the ditch, but I couldn't downshift. The car was stuck in one gear and couldn't downshift to get more power. So we stopped. Then we tried to get back to the road from different angle, different position, but I think then the clutch got overheated, and now the car is stuck in one gear and I cannot downshift, and we cannot restart the car, so yeah, we are stuck here.
Huge disappointment for Kubica again, but Oj's now in the lead. Normal service is resumed. Hirvonen second, Tanak in third, Osberg in fourth. 11 seconds between the top 3.
And then Henning Solberg